We hide the things about ourselves that we deem unacceptable to society. But I say we take a closer look.
So we are not meant to take on the burdens of life on our own willpower. Um, we're supposed to be connected to the creator of the universe, but our society is so far gone that most people are disconnected. And when you disconnect from the source, uh, you'll try to find outside things to fulfill you. That's where all addictions come from. Uh, and that's why there's so many men that feel like they're not complete with a woman. They're looking for a woman to fulfill um, what God is supposed to fulfill, or alcohol or drugs or anything like that. And it's not a choice, dude. Like it's like addictions are not, if you're an addict of anything, you're not choosing that. That's literally just a symptom of a deeper issue. And anyone who disagrees with what I just said, you don't know what you're talking about, and you're the problem. Um, but yeah, like I think the reason why so many people are disconnected from God or the source, the force, whatever you want to call it, is because our relationships with our fathers is like a direct avenue towards that relationship, but so many people have been turned against their fathers by this gynocentric system and or gynocentric mothers, gynocentric society in general. Um, and a lot of these men that hate their fathers, it's not because their fathers are innocent and didn't do anything wrong. Most of the time, I mean, just 99.9% of men in general are blue pill simps. And if you're listening to this right now, your dad is probably a blue pill simp in one way, shape, or form. And you probably suffered because of that. Your mom's probably a brainwashed, gynocentric minded feminist. Whether she's, um, outwardly expresses that or just keeps it to herself, it's probably there. Uh, and and even if it's not like a political thing, like all women are hypergamous, so it's like that energy's there whether you see it or not. A lot of people see their parents, or especially their mothers, because of the brainwashing, as these innocent victims, but our mothers are hypergamous too. Um, they're greedy, you know what I mean? Like, and in order to control their kids, they'll turn them against the father. They'll exaggerate um, things to make the kids hate them, and they'll avoid explaining what I'm explaining in this video on purpose to um, further turn their kids away from the father. Um, and all this stuff is systematic in a way. Basically, it's the nature of evil. Um, this world is evil. Um, and if you're not connected to the Father, you're not going to make it in this world without becoming traumatized or becoming a part of the problem. Whether you think you're red pill or whatever, that doesn't really fucking matter at the end of the day. If you're not if you're not thinking about what I'm talking about in this video, it doesn't matter how many red pills or black pills you take. It's all in vain. You're still a part of the problem. You're still a agent of the system. You're still a cog in the machine. You're still a simp. You can be a simp or a cuck and have red pill awareness. You can be a simp and a cuck and have black pill awareness. None of that shit matters. Because at the end of the day, like, human beings left to their own devices, we are all cucks and simps naturally. If you're not connected to the Father and you're not serving your original purpose by being led by God, you are a cuck and a simp. You will cuck out and simp out. You're a rat. You'll rat on people. You'll turn on people. It doesn't matter. It's all it's like, at this point, all the manosphere stuff it's superficial bullshit. It's men trying to find a new ideology or a new religion to subscribe to, and there's, you can't substitute God with religion. Like, that's why so many people have a problem with God, is because the church and the Bible and, religious people, they're all cucked out, blue pill thinking people. I don't really blame people for not wanting to be involved in the church in the modern world. There is something in your soul that will just know there's something off with it, because there is. It's all bullshit, you know what I mean? So anybody that's listening to me preaching about God thinking I'm some kind of Bible thumping, church person, that's not where I'm coming from at all, man. I'm not. When people talk about how the church is cucked out and shit, like, I totally see what you're talking about. So, like, just know that, like, there's value in what I'm saying, even if you are an agnostic person or an atheist person. Like, just know that, like, if I understand why people are agnostic and atheist, because I have been agnostic and atheist before in my life, and you're honestly better off being agnostic or atheist than being a Bible thumper or a somebody that's involved in, like, a modern church, because it's all a fucking joke. But when I'm talking about God here in this video, I'm talking about, like, the actual truth, like, what's really going on behind the scenes. I'm not talking about dogma and fucking, theology and just shit like that. I'm talking about, like, what the fuck did all this come from? All fucking politics, theories out the window. Like, just whatever the fucking root of all this is, that's what I'm talking about. And if you become disconnected from that, you're gonna find shit in this world to identify with. And there's nothing in this world that you can identify with that's going to make up for what you're losing by disconnecting from your original nature. Human nature is evil, but we're not humans. We're just spirits in human bodies. And if your spirit disconnects from the source, you're going to be subjected to your human nature, which is evil. Human nature is evil. All human beings are evil if they are not connected to their Father. And I'm not a preacher or anything like that. I just feel like people in the manosphere especially, man, and just in the modern world in general, like, it's so degenerate now. It's like, I already know, like, probably 80% of the people that start hearing me talk about God and stuff are going to be like, yeah, whatever, man. Which I understand. I'm not here to prove or convince anyone of anything. I'm just putting it out there for my own self, really. But yeah, man, that's what I'm seeing is the issue with, the manosphere honestly is the manosphere is like the only like exchange of ideas that is even relevant to any extent to me, um, in the modern world, and it's kind of falling apart because nobody can get on the same page, and what I'm talking about in this video right here is why everybody's identifying with all this external shit, and then everybody wants to disagree on what external shit is like our Bible for the manosphere, and it's all bullshit, dude. The truth is that unless you fix your relationship with the Creator, uh, you might as well just fucking blow your brains out, dude. There's no fucking point. Uh, yeah.